What's going on YouTube? JinSwords back again. Got some more live Showdown with this new team that I just made. It's pretty much a stall team. I've got special defensive Gyarados with Sleep Talk, so in case I need something for sleep fodder. Then I've got Fortress with dual spikes, rapid spin and volt switch, Dragonite, almost the same set as that Gyarados, but has Roost and Dragon Tail. And then standard special defensive Rachi. Actually, Dragonite's defensive as opposed to special defensive, because then my only defensive Pokemon would be Fortress, which would indeed be bad because I don't often keep Fortress around all that long. And then I have Infernape. Infernape basically comes in late game and cleans up with outspeeding stuff, and if stuff it can't outspeed, it just Mach Punches. But usually the stuff that it can't outspeed can't take a Mach Punch. Most of the stuff. And then Gengar's is there for any still Pokemon that are threats that Infernape cannot outspeed, such as Starmie and Latios. So yeah, also there to basically take out threats. So yeah, so let's get into the battling. Alright, so let's see if we can find a battle. Alright, got a battle against here, Zero Mugen. He's got that Sun going, and he's got all the first gen Final Evolution starters going. He's probably gonna lead with that Skarmory. So I'm just going to leave with Fortress. He does actually just leave with Ninetales, but I don't really care all that much. Because I'm really only going to need one layer of spikes. Not touching, he's got a spinner. Yeah, and that's actually one of the big reasons that I exchanged Gothitelle, because Gothitelle was really good for that. I exchanged Gothitelle for Gengar just to prevent spinning, because Gothitelle was good at doing its job. So I'm going to go into Gyarados here. I don't really usually run HP Electric. I don't think any of them do. So I'm just going to go for a T-Wave here. And he just goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which is good because Gyarados is well trained, skillfully dodging. So now fearing that Will-O-Wisp, I'm going to go into Infernape. Infernape does get the Sun Boost, and I can basically just hit anything on his team with a powerful close combat, and he's going to go switch into that Blastoise. Blastoise is not going to appreciate close combat. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. After lefties, not so sure, so I'm going to hit the hell out of there, go for a U-turn, get some damage off at the same time, go right into Gengar. He's probably going to go for Scald, but Gengar can take that. Gengar can take that. Gengar takes it like a champ. Let's go Gengar. And I could go for T-Bolt here, but it does have that Venusaur. Although that Venusaur is not quite a threat yet. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for a T-Bolt. He's gonna go for Protect, and now predicting the Thunderbolt again. He's probably just gonna go into Venusaur, but I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt anyways. Actually, he might also go into Scizor and Pursuit Trap me. So both of those would be bad. So I'm just gonna go into D-Knight right now. And yeah, he does go into Scizor. So that's good for me that I predicted that. And I'm just gonna T-Wave this thing. He's gonna go for Bullet Punch. Thanks to Multiscale and defensive Dragonite, it's not gonna do anything. He's a Life Orb set, so I gotta be fearing that Sword Stance, but it's not a big deal. I'm gonna go into Rachi right now, because I do want to get off my Stealth Rocks. My Stealth Rocks can be really key right now. He's got no resists to Stealth Rock, and he's got one Pokemon weak to and one ultra weak to. I'm just gonna get those rocks up. He's gonna get paralyzed. I don't know he went for Sword Stance, Bug Bite, U-Turn. I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm just going to go into Gyarados because Gyarados can wall this thing really well. Get that -1 attack. He's going to get that Roost going. That's not a big deal. I'm going to predict a switch, but I'm going to go for So I'm going to go for Substitute. He is probably going to switch. Maybe go for U-Turn. U-Turn's not going to do anything. Not going to break that sub. So, yep, he goes to Skarmory actually. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I am just going to go for T-Wave here. And I do get the Paralyze, so getting pretty lucky right now, not going to lie. But now he probably went for the Whirlwind right there. So that was actually really good for me, but anything I'd gone out into would not have been good for him except for maybe Rachi. So that Whirlwind really doesn't matter all that much. Gengar can take it out and stuff. So he brings in the Charizard right now. I'm just gonna go for Roar. There's really nothing he can do because it's gonna die on switching next. It's gonna die on when it switches in again. So that's basically the end of Charizard. He's gonna now Skarmory's in. I am just gonna go for Roar. He gets up his rocks right now. It's not a big deal, even though my spinner's gone. I do have two rock weak Pokemon, two of my main defensive users, but it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna go for Substitute here, get up a sub, and he gets paralyzed while going for Bullet Punch again. That one really not going to matter at all. And he gets paralyzed once again going for that. Probably Bullet Punch maybe. So that Charizard faints upon coming in, and now I'm looking good. Got some entry hazards going. And now he brings in this Blastoise, and I do not want him to spin because I need those hazards. Hazards are really influential to my plan of attack. So yeah, he tries to spin away, but I know I'm at the point where a Shadow Ball should be able to take him out, even while at 28%. And not really going to need him after that. But I am going to go for T-Bolt just because it will do more damage to the Scizor when Scizor comes in. He might go for BP though. And actually, looking at that set, he does have... I only know one move, actually Bullet Punch, because he's gotten paralyzed a few times. But because he's a Life Orb set, and actually he has Roost too, chances of him having Pursuit are really slim. So I'm just going to go into Gyarados. Now that his spinner's gone, he really can't take away my hazards. They're there to stay, which is really good. And I'm just going to stall him to death with some Substitute and Roar / Dragon Tail with T-Wave mixed in. Really, the only threat on his team right now is that Venusaur, and depending on what kind of build it is, Gengar actually might outspeed because Pokemon with base 110 speed and higher, Scarfed, actually outspeed all except modest max speed variants of Venusaur. So if he has 252 EVs in speed, he does outspeed me by, I think it is like 2 or 3 points. And but if he's not running max speed, Gengar will be able to outspeed him and hopefully take him out with a Shadow Ball or something like that, or HP Ice. Or I could also trick him, use Venusaur with a Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf wouldn't help it in any other way because it would still outspeed all my Pokemon, and it can only go for one move at a time, which really depletes Venusaur's usability because its versatility and ability to pull off sweeps as it is faster and have good coverage is one of the really good reasons why Venusaur is used. I mean, if that thing only got a grass type move and hidden power, it wouldn't be really all that useful. I mean, I guess it does kind of only get that, but it does get growth, earthquake, so it does get pretty good coverage. This guy seems to be time stalling. Not quite sure what he's doing here. Not quite liking it. So I don't know what this guy's doing. Maybe he just left or something, and he just wants me to suffer because he knows that he got his ass whooped. It's quite possible, quite possible. So 20 seconds left. Yeah, if he's time stalling, I'm really not gonna like this guy. Now 10 seconds left, and yeah, so that's gonna be the game right there. It's a good game. 0 Mugen. You got smashed, absolutely smashed. And let's see if we can get one more good one. So yep, we got a new one. Alright, this guy is also running a semi-stall team with a fast Pokemon that can deal damage by itself. He's got 2 of those just like me. I got Infernape and Gengar. He's got Stoutland and Latias. The only difference is Latias can also be defensive at the same time, which is the difference between our 2 Pokemon. Stoutland's actually got respectable bulk. But Stoutland's not very powerful and doesn't get very good moves, nor is typing very good. So I'm just going to leave with Fortress. He actually does not have a spinner, so that's going to be good for me. I can just set up my spikes. He's going to go for Sleep Powder. I could have predicted that, but I honestly have no reason to. He's going to go for HP Fire. Oh, Lord. Jeez. Did not predict that coming. But luckily for me, I am going to get that first turn Wake. And I'm going to go to Gyarados. He's going to just eat it all up. Yep, he's just going to go for HP Fire. And I'm going to get back up to full health. It's not going to do anything. I did go into Gyarados just because, just in case he did go for that Sleep Powder protecting the switch or something. But I'm just going to I'm going to go for Substitute here. He does go for Sleep Powder, not a big deal at all. I'm going to go for Sleep Talk here. Hopefully I'll pull the Roar or T-Wave. Oh, come on. Now that first turn wake actually hurt me. So I don't think he's gonna want to stay in here because he knows that I do have the Sleep Talk and I can pull something. He doesn't know whether I'm kind of set I am. He doesn't know if I'm defensive or not. So I'm just gonna go for a Substitute here. He's probably not gonna want to go for a Sleep Powder, knowing that I do have that Sleep Talk. So I'm gonna go for Substitute. Yep, and he's gonna go into his Hippowdon. And I get that Substitute off. I don't think there's really anything Hippowdon can do to me. And since Gyarados naturally outspeeds a Hippowdon, I will be able to get my Roar off before his Hippowdon. But he actually just goes for the Stealth Rocks. That's a good play. And which will actually be able to take my Fortress out incoming. So I'm not quite sure how much I like Fortress right now. It doesn't really pull much work. It does get some entry hazards up. Usually it gets 1 or 2 layers of spikes. Very occasionally it gets all layers of spikes and toxic spikes and stuff. Nor does it really ever get a chase of spin because I usually lose it early. So not quite sure how much I'm loving it. I might change out for like Sand Slash or something. Because Sand Slash is also good. The only problem with Sand Slash is that it gives me a massive weakness to ice. It's Dragonite weak to ice. Gyarados can't take ice. I mean, I guess it can. He's a special defensive. But Sand Slash is also weak to ice. And then I'll have 2 resist and Infernape, which doesn't really count because Infernape can take hits for days, like Jirachi can, but Jirachi can wall it, I guess. But Mamoswine would be a big threat in this case. So I'm just gonna go for Roar here. He's gonna go for Scald. Not gonna do anything. At all. And gonna get that Hippowdon. Hippowdon can't do anything, so I'm just gonna keep rolling for Roars, get some damage off. The only thing he could do would be to Whirlwind or Roar himself. And I do outspeed, so that's not going to work for him. And he's going to get into Latias. He's probably just going to try to break my sub, and he will do it successfully. And so I'm just going to sack my Fortress right now. But he actually makes a good play, goes into that Jellicent while I sack my Fortress, which gives me an opportunity to go into Jirachi and get my Stealth Rocks up. So that'll be good. And as Wild Chase likes to put it, I got the most important move of the game up. So yeah, that's good. He's got no spinner, so all those hazards are there to stay. I am gonna go for the Wish right here. He's gonna go for Scald. Hopefully, he does not get the burn. Does not get the burn. That is good. Because just having the burn is not good. Taking away my HP every turn, more than negating my leftovers. Not to mention that attack drop. Jirachi's not infested, but at the same time, it's nice to have Body Slam Iron Head do 20-30% to anything that's not a wall Pokemon. So yeah, that's nice. And he's probably just going to keep going for Scald. And yeah, so I'm just going to go into a Dragonite. And now that I think about it, I have like King Nappy's favorite 3 Pokemon on my team. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Gengar is his favorite, and then if Gengar didn't exist, his favorite would be Gyarados. If that didn't exist, he'd go with Dragonite. So yeah, I should put those 3 in a song. Gengar to my left, Gyarados to my right. Can't do shit with Joe Haxorus. Say hello to my Dragonite. So yeah, that's just a little bit of one of his songs, Champion. It's a great song. Check it. So definitely check the King Nappy out. But back to the battle. He's gonna switch into Skarmory. I skillfully predict that. Go for that Dragon Tail. Do a little bit of damage. Bring it right back in that Jellicent. And so Dragonite's looking good right here. Sandstorm's preventing me to get back up to multi-scale range. But at the same time, I don't really need to. So I'm just gonna go for Roost here, predicting him to stay in, predicting me to go for that Dragon Tail. And now that I am back at multi-scale, he's not going to be doing jack squat with that Scald. And I'm just going to keep shuffling his team out with that Dragon Tail. As you can see, I've taken basically... Oh, and I even got a crit right there, which means that Jellicent, which is... I hate Jellicent. Yep. Alright, so that is another win for us. So this team so far is perfect. It has yet to lose. So please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. Subscribe for more content. Hopefully I'll be doing something special over the weekend. And well, obviously weekends are wild cards. Sometimes you get something really epic. Sometimes you might get something normal. Sometimes you might get nothing, and then bam, on Monday you get something epic. It all depends. It all depends. So definitely stick around. Leave a comment. Any question you ask, I will answer. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one while you enjoy life.